Red corner, Doederlein. Blue corner, Joao, Miyao. The referee in charge,
And this is our first final here. Joao Miyao versus Isaac. Joao quick on the double guard pull, comes up, scores 2 points. As Isaac does not seem bothered by it. Brawley, do you think Joao can pass Isaac's guard?
Joao's been showing such a big pressure on top. Also Paulo, So, but as I say, Isaac is a tough guy.
Yeah, I can see him possibly pulling off a win. I would say Miyao is the favorite here.
Look,
but
Miyao has been doing leg drags to the back in most of his fights here so far, so I wouldn't be surprised.
See if he can pull it off, yeah. Broly, we saw another...
He's already in a position that he likes to be. The thing is, the advantage that he has that he's not afraid of being knee barred or...
So you can play this game all day.
He can expose himself.
Yeah. And he can finish. Yeah. Remember, which one was it finished with a toe hold? They finished Michael. I think it was Joao Miyao. Finished him in the toe hold really fast in the first round. And so you can see they can attack the feet. That's something that they have in them, but they're not worried about the, exactly, being on the other end.
That's a big advantage because
huge advantage.
You don't fear.
Imagine if you couldn't get choked or if you couldn't get armbarred. I'd be giving you my arm to pass. Like I wouldn't be. I mean, it gives you a huge advantage over your opponent in on so many different realms.
Now, Joao is taking advantage of the inside grip to control better the opponent there. Backfire a little bit now. Isaac in the same position.
Now Isaac possibly pulling off a leg drag there. I would imagine Joao Miyao is very comfortable in that position, very used to being there, going to training with his brother every day, 7 days a week.
Both guys did amazing competition so far.
Absolutely.
Both managed to submit.
Isaac unable to finish that leg drag, but he scores a 2. Score is even. 2.5 minutes to go. You read my mind, Braulio. So I was like, yeah, you guys can do something about that.
Can just put it in middle, please.
Braulio, people always talk about how much the Miyao brothers drill, right? Drill. They do it all day, right? But they showed something else today. I mean, Paulo did. He showed heart. You can't drill heart.
No.
Right? You can't teach heart. You can't drill it. You can't train. You either have it or you don't. Some people just don't have it. They can drill every day of their life. They just don't have the fire to win. They don't care about it enough. In reality, deep inside, they just like this element of self-boycott. But with guys like Paulo Miyao, they show it time after time again. They're just not good. Wow. They're just so committed to winning, right? There's no quit in them.
They're very competitive. And
extremely
that's why they police themselves, each other, about everything.
That happens a lot in other sports too, when they're twins, because they're so competitive with each other that they really raise the bar to the highest limit possible, because they're constantly policing, and because they're competing with one another too.
And they stop doing things that could harm.
Yeah, and they're together all the time. They're each other's best friends, so they make sure that they are, they don't get left behind. It's very common for twins in sports to excel.
That's a sweep for Isaac.
Walk there. Vamos fazer o balanço. Keep attacking. You always attack. Perfect.
I'd love to see how the Mendes brothers would deal with the Miyao brothers.
I think they've gone against each other, haven't they? I mean, a long time ago. Yeah, I know they've trained. I think they've competed against each other too.
But
I'm pretty sure. No, not in a while.
Because
Guilherme retired fairly early. I think he retired really young, like 24. And Rafa, 27, 20-something, a little bit later. But it was the featherweight division was for a long time as Rafael and Cobrinha were the two most dominant guys, but it was really getting really interesting with guys like Marcio Andre and a lot of people like, you know, Paulo Miyao getting closer. And I think Paulo Miyao was a light feather, my bad. But it was starting to become more and more interesting. It would be. I wish you could watch Rafael Mendes competing here.
I was actually trying to go for the knee bar there. The one that ever seen.
And he still has the. Yeah, he's so quick about that one too. You can't blink. Yeah.
So guys, the finals, that is 5 rounds.
Looks like he's got something there. Yes, you're correct, brother. 5 rounds here. So prepare for a long battle. Poor, Paulo Miyao's out there just cornering his brother, standing, and he's going to be going for 5 rounds. Gabriel Marangoni, yes. I hear they're really hard on each other when they lose. Like the other one will really reprimand the other one for losing, and like tell him you don't have enough focus, and that's why you lose. You don't focus enough. Can you believe it?
Isaac's doing a good job though.
Very good guard pull by Isaac.
There's nothing.
But it was, he did too. I thought it was nothing. Well,
I thought maybe. It was nothing too.
Yeah. You see how Isaac pulled guard with his legs behind him. A lot of people pull in guard like that. Instead of going legs first, head back, he leads with the head, reaches for the collar, and falls on his chest, and then he pulls guard, and then he fixes it. All right, because you can reach a little bit faster that way and hide your legs so you don't get taken down.
I wonder if Paulo will have a break of training of that food.
I doubt it. I
think he'll train tomorrow.
I know. As a joke, let's do this. Let's invite him to train tomorrow. Hey, man, we got a gym. And I'm serious. I'm going to ask him. Are you down to train tomorrow? What do you think he's going to say? I think he'll say yes.
I said I was going to.
If he's not flying tomorrow, he'll probably say yes.
And as soon as they land, they will definitely train us.
All right, we're going to ask him tonight, brother. I'm serious. I'm going to ask him, but not in a joking way, in a serious way. See what he says.
There you go. On the leg. Go again.
You know, when I just saw Miyao go for that foot lock there, notice that they don't insist on it, because if they feel the other guy's not going to tap, they don't insist on it. But under IBJJF rules, they do a lot because they want to score that advantage.
Yeah.
So they're attacking each other's feet, knowing perfectly well their opponent is not going to tap, yet they do it for the advantage. Here, you're not seeing that.
It's true. I got your point, yeah. Makes sense.
If you watch the final between...
Because there's no advantage, so there's no point to waste energy.
When Michael Musumeci beat, I believe it was Joao in the final of the Worlds this year, first thing he does, what does he do? Go for the foot. He knows Miyao is not going to tap, but he knows it's a battle that will be decided on advantages.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's why immediately he goes for that foot. He held on to that foot for the whole match. It was tactically, it wasn't the most dynamic of matches, but like when it comes to tactics and strategy, it was a brilliant performance.
But that's what's going to make a difference on those. To beat those guys,
it's too close. It's too close. People complain when the matches are slow. When this happens, we have to understand, how good these guys are. This is like they're the two of the best light featherweights in the world, and it's not going to be. It's very unlikely that one will completely dominate the other.
Yeah,
it's very. I mean, sometimes it happens, but if you have the two best soccer teams in the world playing against one another, chances are it's not going to go, 20-0. It's going to be 1-0, 1-1, and I think that's standard throughout competition in general. The bar has been raised very high.
Yeah, that's why sometimes people try to match up top players against top player, best against the best.
Yeah. For entertainment purposes, that's the worst idea.
Exactly.
The best boxing matches I've ever seen was those tough man competitions. You ever seen those? They take two unskilled people and they give them big gloves and they go in the ring and they're short rounds. So you get people that don't know how to fight. They're not boxers.
Just hit each other.
It's boxing rules. But if it comes to entertainment, it's actually
will happen.
Yes, things will happen. Whereas like two high-caliber boxers can make it overly strategic.
Actually, when I was in Colorado, when I was 22 years old, I went one of those Friday fight nights at the university.
Okay.
And I did a boxing night.
Yeah.
I did 3 matches. I didn't know boxing at all. I was brown belt in jiu-jitsu, and I still have the belt, and I use it as one of my.
I think you told me that last time. You have like a boxing belt. That's insane. It's too funny.
2-2, second round.
Miyao with his berimbolo. You
the knee bar.
Yeah, you don't want to put your butt on the ground there with a guy like Miyao. You got it caught the far leg though, so Miyao was like unable to go to the back. It's interesting.
Look the reach.
Good berimbolo defense there by Isaac.
Oops.
Yeah, no. Don't do that, Miyao, please. Save us. That was 2 for Miyao. 4-2.
Miyao won the first round, yeah?
Correct.
Control the sleeve, eyes. No rest, no rest. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. Go. Make grip, make grip. Vamos botar um minuto. A base é concreto, meu irmão. Vai
I will say this, most people probably disagree with me on this one, but sometimes I wish heel hooks were legal in the gi. Because, you know, that right there would not be as frequent. It might still happen, but, and I'm not, I think some, you know, even without heel hooks, there's still a lot you can do from 50-50, but we'll be seeing a lot more submissions, that's for sure. Or a lot less 50-50.
Yeah. I mean,
it's a tough one because of the recovery time.
Yeah.
It's not the same. Popping your elbow and popping your ankle or your knee, not the same thing, right? They're not the same injury.
But it'd be good to have a tournament that allows it. So
maybe at the professional level.
Yeah.
You know, brown and black belt. You know, here they're pretty much pros, so they can
know how to do.
They're responsible. Yes. Maybe not beginners.
Very well moved by Isaac over there. Very good swing with his left leg. Very well.
4-2. You could see how angry Paulo Miyao is, his brother, just giving him instruction and how serious they are. You guys, I don't know if you guys can hear this, but we can hear Paulo Miyao screaming at his brother. And he's not happy about his brother's performance, although his brother is winning.
Winning, controlling the whole
No, he's if you just heard his brother yelling at him, you would think that he's getting his butt kicked.
That's how they live.
Yeah, I love that. I really admire that. Is that tough? I mean, I always say this: tough love is real love.
They try to don't make no mistakes.
If you love your training partners, you beat them up. If you love your students, you're hard on them. If you know, and that's the jiu-jitsu love right there. It's 2 points for Joao Miyao. Yeah. Joao's so confident in his guard, he can allow himself to get swept. He's not even worried about it. He's won the first 2 rounds. Isaac's in trouble here.
Third round, 2-0. No, 2-0 so far. To Joao Miyao.
João, faz a pegada certinho, João. Não quero que tu pegue a pegada. Quebra a pegada dele. Faz que tu pegue a pegada. Isso, quebra.
Nice good aggression there by Isaac. I think Isaac could potentially pass Miyao's guard, but it's not going to help him much unless he can stay there and mount and get the back.
By Joao.
But Isaac has proven to be exceptionally skilled at passing in that weight division, which is very hard to do, as we've discussed. But like, he needs more than that. He needs more than a pass. He needs a submission at this point.
Right leg has to be heavy.
He has to win this round.
No, he has to submit. Really, I mean, unless he can score get a 10-8, and then.
But that's the third round. There's 5.
Oh, there's 5 rounds. You're right. Thanks for reminding me. You're right. No, he has to win this round. Absolutely.
2 points, maybe 2. Yeah, 2 points for Miyao. Good switch by Isaac, isolating his Miyao's right leg there over there. He's going to try to do a triangle over there. Or maybe it goes 50-50. Good position by Isaac. Oh, Miyao got a very good position. Might pass it, guy there. Oops. Oops. Is he gonna pass? Well defended by Isaac. The 50-50.
His brothers reminded him that he can't be penalized again. How many penalties, bro? You've been counting? They're not on the scoreboard. Do you know?
I think he was penalized about 3 times. 2 times.
Two. Okay, so his you can get a total of 5 here. Okay. So
that's what I'm guessing.
Yes. Well, so he's got. I think his brother's thinking that it's only 3, right? It'd be worth it. Yeah. Brother's about to go check. Joao relentlessly chasing that leg drag into that underhook, moving into that half guard. Isaac's giving him absolutely nothing. It is really entertaining to listen to Paulo Miyao corner his brother. Joao with the pressure there from half guard. That shoulder pressure is insane.
So, Robert, so just confirm with the central table. And I was right. He has 2 points minus, so he cannot get 1 more because once you get 3,
so it's not 5 penalties
for disqualification.
So 3.
The 3 is minus 1 point of the round.
Okay.
For example, if it's a draw, 10-10. If he gets the 3rd punishment, he'll get like a 10-9 for that round.
Okay.
Because the rounds will sum, right? From 10, 10, 10. So if the top score is 30, he'll minus 1 point. And if he gets 4 penalties, minus another point. If you get 5 penalties, then that's qualification.
Okay. Got it.
So far is 20-18.
Wow, okay.
To Paulo. If there's a punishment, it's going to be 30.
17.
19.
No, 30, 27. Oh, 19.
Yeah. Because you're going to he's going to add 1 to Isaac.
Yeah. Another round goes to Joao. Isaac doesn't look too happy. In the goal. I was a goalie, meaning you suck at soccer.
We
and then
played a little bit outside of the
okay, we did play. I couldn't hide it. I couldn't hide, but I got some. As a goalkeeper, yes. Isaac quick on the guard pole. Miyao comes back up, and he scores the 2 again. Isaac was doing so well with Samir on the guard pole, but he's lost every single exchange to Miyao so far.
That's the level, huh? How the window just gets smaller and smaller at that level.
Man, I was just thinking, it'd be amazing to see Rafael Mendes here, wouldn't it? I enjoy watching him go so much. He's so tough. He's so skilled, and he's a finisher. He's just such a creative grappler. Like when he retired, I was like, no, man, you get so much more in you, man. I wish he hadn't done that. I think a lot of the jiu-jitsu community will definitely miss him. But I think he will retire. I think it's fair to say he was the best featherweight of all time. Would you agree?
I would agree. Yeah. I think so too. But also, you know what I mean? They're smart kids. They have a vision. They have a purpose. And
yes. You know what? And they have been that way since they were children. Right? Because I've known them since they were yellow and orange belts. And they were like that when they were very young. 2 beautiful wives with 2 beautiful kids. I think you got to enjoy
it.
Yeah, no, they've definitely earned it. I just say it as
a fan.
As a fan, yes, exactly. You know.
Exactly. But you know, I understand, and it takes a lot of an athlete like them to stop competing because they not stopping because they don't think they can do anymore. They stop because they think this is the right thing to do. Yeah. And this is very hard decision.
Oh, absolutely. Like I myself, I'm speaking for myself. Like I stopped competing jiu-jitsu a long time ago because my mind was somewhere else. You have to go where your heart is. Like when I go to bed, I wasn't thinking about winning tournaments anymore. I was thinking about different things. It was MMA. No, it was nogi for a while, and then it was MMA. Today I have different dreams and different, like, that. My documentary now is what keeps me up at night, right? That's what I dream about. So that's you got to go by where your heart and your desires are, not based on all that people think I should compete. How far should I compete because I think you should compete or other people think you should compete? If he ever comes back, it's because he wants to, and that would be the right motivation.
That's the thing, exactly. You know, and then things change. You know, we never know what the battle that you're going through in the other side. You know, how hard it is to. I have 2 kids. You know, I know how hard it is.
Yeah,
it's very difficult. And for example, look how it's so attractive to compete. You know, that appears that the ACB JJ is a new event. It's with a great idea of setup. You know, bring the sport to another level. Leo Vieira comes and fight. You know,
leg drag there by Isaac to see if he can finish. Yeah, Leo Vieira coming back was amazing.
You know what I mean?
Because like he told me, I got the bug. I wanted to compete. I'm like, that's the right reason. You should never. I always told myself, I never wanted to compete for money. I never wanted to compete for fame. I never wanted to compete for a title. You have to compete because you love it. Like that's the right motivation. That's the right reason to compete. And I think that's lost in a lot of people.
He was training it for ADCC.
Yes.
I'm training at the top. I may as well do this and go and compete. You know, maybe. But look how much the Checkmate has achieved so far.
Oh, it's one of the biggest teams in the world.
So, you know what I mean?
Got nothing to prove.
He spent a lot of time focused on that. When now he can give the time to put himself for training, then he can go and do it. You know, but that's what I think that Rafa and Guilherme is doing at the moment. It's like transition a little bit. Maybe they come back in the future.
I think that he's such a competitive guy and he's so dominant that I could see him coming out of retirement in a few years. But let's see. How many times did Randy Couture come out of retirement? I don't even know. Well, I think Solo did that a few times too. At least
it's very hard.
I think 2 or 3 times
because
at least.
They're competitors. They are like that.
It's an addiction.
And they will always believe that they can do it because that's why they achieved. Because nobody competes 100%.
No one,
right?
Yeah, it's never happened.
What makes them achieve is because they believe in themselves.
Oh, Miyao with another 2 there. So it's 4-2.
On the 4th round.
And in the 4th round. And the matches, like these rounds have been replays, really, bro. They're like, Miyao wins the guard pole exchange. He comes up faster. And then Isaac will sweep him, and then Miyao will sweep him back, and then the round ends. So they've been very, very similar so far. Isaac close on that leg drag a couple times, doing a really good job at stopping his berimbolo.
He's wrapping himself on this lapel.
You gotta remember, these guys, they have 3 matches prior to this, or 2 matches. Right, this is the 3rd one. And this has been going on for almost 20 minutes now, so it's really hard. Remember, they're jet lagged too. You know, they flew from the United States to Moscow, and it's...
The jet lag is huge.
24-hour trip.
You know, the trip is tiring itself, and plus the jet lag.
Yeah. I mean, into the weather, everything is different. The bacteria is different. Your food, everything.
It feels
everything is different. And,
for them,
and it does affect you.
It feels like they haven't slept through the whole night, and then they fight in the early morning. Yeah. That's how it feels.
That's how it feels. You're right. I normally feel best the first day. After the 2nd, 3rd day, the ones I really feel like the hardest. Yeah, the first days I'm not too bad. And then day 4 or 5, I normally adapt. Nice.
4th round.
4th round. Now
4-0.
Yes.
In my count here, it is 40 to Miyao.
36.
Correct. It's a tough one. It's a tough one.
And I can see the frustration Isaac, facing. He knows he's determined. Like, you still got a lot of fire in him.
I feel like he wants to try to win a round.
So same thing. Like, looks like a replay. But how? Even if he wins this round, so what?
Yeah, but that's what he's going to do. I think. He maybe just gonna, like Brazil against Germany in the football.
Try to score at least one. Like, that was embarrassing, wasn't it?
Yeah, man.
I'm glad I don't care about soccer anymore. I used to really be into it. Like, I'd be furious if my team lost.
2 weeks after the competition, I went to Germany, and then I played a little joke. Man, oh man, you guys Germans.
2 points for Isaac.
And most of the Germans don't even know what happened. They really
it means so much more to Brazilians than it means to everyone else. It's like a religion in Brazil. When you think about it, it's insane. Yeah, no, people commit suicide when the Brazil loses the World Cup. Like people committing suicide. It's insane. So stupid. Yeah.
But it is when it becomes your passion, you get very.
I get that, but from a player's perspective, from a fan perspective, it really shouldn't mean that much to you. You know?
Of course not, but a lot of people use that as a drive of living, because Brazil is a very cool country.
It's a way out, right?
It's a way out to take out of the reality.
Perhaps a little more focus on the reality would change
exactly.
it.
That's the same thing. Reverse engineering.
What is the cause of your problem?
Exactly.
Yes.
So Isaac scored the 2 points, so it's a draw, 3.5 minutes to go. The final round.
And once again, it's like a replay. Joao wins the double guard pull exchange. Isaac sweeps him, early in the round, and I'm gonna guess here, Miyao might sweep him sometime towards the end or not, but he's securing his win. Yeah, with that lapel there, I don't know what Isaac's going to do. Good job with Isaac freeing that foot.
Focado aí, pô. Não fica de lado pra ele, não. Fica sentado. Sentado, isso. Não, fica de lado.
This coach advising Joao to stay sitting up, not to lay flat on your back, which does give the top player a bit of an advantage, right? It gives them the right of initiation. Joao is just so comfortable in his guard. He's got 2 minutes to go. He's won 4 rounds. He's just cruising at this point. He's not really worried about anything but not getting submitted.
So both of guys submitted in the previous match, right?
Correct. You can see Paulo Miyao just pacing in the back there, getting ready for his final. It will be amazing if the Miyao brothers both win their divisions. I like Isaac's style, and I like Gabriel Rongoni's styles. I met him, taught a seminar at his gym once. Super nice guy, but
Gabriel?
Yeah, but I'm kind of rooting for the Miyaos here, to be honest. A little bit.
Man, like after what he's been through with that foot,
with that foot, you know what, you earned it. You earned that belt, and wait, why isn't Mikey Musumesi here?
That's a good question.
It's a very good question. I'm gonna have to ask him. Mikey, if you're watching, which I know you probably are, why aren't you here? I know they invited you, man. Get over here. Now he's gonna have to fight for the title, right? Because the ACB has a format similar to the UFC. They're not gonna have Grand Prix anymore. What's gonna happen is they're gonna have normal matches, and people that go up the rankings will have a shot at the title. In this case, Joao and looking like Joao and Paulo Miyao were. We have Felipe Pena and what's his face? One last time. Panza. And yeah.
30 seconds to go.
I really like this format. I think that them treating athletes like professional athletes is really, it's done a lot for the sport and for these guys. They earn it, man. Like we know, bro, how dedicated these guys are. We didn't have this, when we were competing. There was none of this going on. And, I feel like there's so much time and energy that gets put into jiu-jitsu. People don't always get the respect and recognition they deserve.
That's crazy. So it seems like, Joao wins in my counts.
I'll give it to Isaac. He was trying to the very, very end. There was never a moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner and first historical 60-kilogram division ACB Jiu-Jitsu champion of the